Let's try this again. Okay, so I really like the pretty flowers in my last video, but apparently there was no sound. If you can't hear me in this one, please say something. So what the context of my last video was in extreme excitement is, okay, so had a shitty week, had a rough weekend, anyway. There's so many. I hate spineless people. If you have something to say to me, say it to my face. Trust me, if I have something to say to you, I'm going to say it to your face. But anyway, enough about that. Amazing Easter Sunday. I went to church with my neighbors, and my kids really liked it. Really liking the funny glasses. Anyway, and today I thought, I'll go look at some books. Oh my God. Okay, so I just learned how to do this. It is amazing. And I know that there's booksellers out there who do it all the time, and they have that special app and all this kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. On Amazon, anybody can make money. Oh my goodness. I spent $31 on books, and really I should have spent $60 because there was one set that would have been $1 each. So it would have cost me, I think there was 32 pieces in that set. And the set is worth $1,300 online. But I thought, what if I can't sell it and I'm stuck with all these books? Anyway, one of the books I picked up today is a French cookbook, not Julia Child, and $672 is what it sells for on Amazon. And there was only one copy on Amazon. Pretty awesome. And I got some Richard Nixon books, and they were worth one was worth $200, one was worth $300. Literally, I think I spent about $30, and I have about $3,000 or $4,000 worth of books. It's crazy. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you do for a living. If you have an iPhone or any kind of smartphone, and you're in a bookstore, like a used bookstore, and you think a book looks old, or even you just check them out. All you do is go into the Amazon app. You click on, there's a little picture button. Click on it. It takes a picture of it, and it tells you how much it sells for. I am amazed. Lord knows I have thousands. I probably have $100,000 worth of stuff to sell just in clothes. But oh my goodness, I love books. Now the hardest part for me is I really like books. So to sell these books is really hard. I have a Marilyn Monroe book I paid a couple dollars for, and it's worth $400. That's crazy. But I love Marilyn Monroe. And a Madonna book that's worth oh God, I can't remember how much it was worth. It was worth a ton of money. So I guess the whole thing now is figuring out, do I do FBA or do I sell it, in which I don't quite understand the difference. Okay, I know the FBA with Amazon is selling it, you send it to them and they hold on to the stuff for you. But, oh my goodness, and we're in Canada, you can sell into the US, and, the population of California is what? I think the whole population of our country. We can totally... Okay, Teresa, are you selling these books online? I'm going to be selling all these books online. Right now, I am still waiting on my closets to be hung. I have 16 feet of closet I need done 2 weeks ago. And so I've got to get that up before I can... Okay, I technically can start posting, but I want to get all my ducks in a row. I want all my I's crossed, and I'm not like that. So I'm not a methodical thinker. I'm a just get her done. And I'm scared to hang the closets by myself, which have nothing to do with the books. But yes, I'll be selling the books on Amazon and possibly on eBay as well. And I won't even be selling them for what they're worth. It's just crazy to me that, I'm sorry, if you have any debt, you can get out of debt just by going to some thrift stores and finding some cool stuff and reselling it and sell it for a deal. Even if you're selling it to another reseller, if you're making a 20-time profit, if you pay $1 and you sell it for 20, and it doesn't matter if it's worth 100. So what? If you do that enough, oh my goodness, it's just extra cash. So, yes, it's going to be my business, but it's a multi-million-dollar industry. People don't need to buy new. And yeah, half the stuff people buy new, I wouldn't buy used. It's just me. But oh my goodness, I'm going to be taking some pictures of some of these books, but I generally just follow my gut on stuff. So I'll just scan the books. This is before I knew how to use the app. And if I see a really cool one, I'll just get it. And I got a Tom Hanks book today. Oh my goodness. It's worth $200. But of course I like Tom Hanks. So it's going to be really hard to, there's the problem, really hard to sell something that you really like. But if to all the people who made fun of me all these years for having too much stuff, trust me, I had a plan. I just didn't know how to make it happen. And thank goodness to Community Futures. And finally, I mean, Work BC, Max, it took 2 years to get into the program. Like, it was crazy. But I got in and I met the most amazing people. And I am babbling, but well, I'm going to search these books before I throw them in. Yeah, do not throw away your books. Honestly, I had some children's books I was going to donate that nobody wanted. If you look on my Instagram or on my Frugalnista page, like on morals, like I love, because I'm all about teaching kids morals, right? So the one book is worth $51. I have 2 copies of it. I have the whole set. Like, we're talking $500 and $600 for a set that I won't even tell you what I paid for, but it wasn't that much. So before you throw away your books, look them up. And if you're not willing to sell them yourself, you can always call me. Think of them for my children. But no, it's incredible. And honestly, I have cried so much in this past week over just cruelty from a couple women. And these women didn't even like me in the first place. And the worst part about it is another mom that's not even involved. Anyway, it's just these 2 women never liked me, but the kids really liked me. Our kids liked each other. And the cruelty they did to my children by pointing at them and saying, "You are not welcome in my house," and then looking at me and saying, and it's very sad. And then I was like, and I'm crying because I don't want to lose my shit. But it's like, and they took it as weakness. I'm like, no, it's not weakness that I'm not reacting. I'm like, get off my property. But my poor children. Anyway, as for all that, crying my eyes out this week, having a really rough week, really trying to get the closets hung so I can start selling my clothes. This whole book thing, heck, I'm like, I could almost just give away all the clothes and just sell books. It's amazing. And if I do FBA, I can just send it to Amazon. And oh well, if I'm paying storage fees, it's no different than paying storage fees here. Like, and it's so exciting. Like when you go into and you click a book and it's like a couple bucks and it's worth $700. Oh my goodness. Just no, again, have to get rid of it. So I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Kiri. It's so nice to see you. And Teresa, I love you. And oh yes, they did say that to my child. Like, it's ridiculous. So these 2 mothers were beaking about me and whatever. So what you don't like me, I don't care. But okay, so here's the deal. My children I don't want to say it. Whatever, there was an issue. And the one little boy, 2 little boys actually said something really mean to my son. And my son said something back. He told him off. And that little boy went home crying. And really, I'm actually happy my son stuck up for himself. But I made my son apologize. But to them, that was still weakness. And they're calling my children down. If you know my children are kind. You know what? All kids make mistakes, but they rectify their mistakes. So this woman... And then the other part of this equation is I said, I am going to be walking my children to school. They lost their shit over it. And then when my son told them that I was walking, they took it the wrong way. And they're like, well, you can't walk with our children. I'm like, I don't want to walk with your children. They're welcome to come with us, but that's it. And so all of this is over my 11-year-old not being able to walk their little kids to school. So they used me for a year, pretended they liked me, thought I knew they didn't. Anyway. And because I said I'm going to walk my kids to school, they lost their and came onto my property and pointed at my son and said, "You are not welcome at our house." Can you imagine? And I looked at her, and how I stayed calm, I don't know. I just said, "Leave my property." And she kept on with her hand on her hip, like doing this like thing. And Tristan came like right in front of me. It's like he wanted to protect me. And all I want to do, and I'm going to try not to cry, is protect my son. And I looked at her and I said, yeah, it is sad because you just did this in front of my child. And so, so hard. And yay, told ya, look up your books. They're worth a lot of money. You can make so much money. Anyway, I guess the whole moral of this is I'm really excited about the money, but I'm more excited that Sunday after church, my children were smiling. They were playing with other children. And the sad part is the other kids in this whole situation, they were all friends. And I'm going to cry now. To any mother or parent who's pissed off at another parent, it's not the children's fault. And you fuck them up when you do that. Anyway, they're not on my Facebook. They're not going to see this. And this was not emotional thing. This is I'm happy. And Teresa, yes, look up your books and sell them. Sell them, sell them, sell them. Because why not? Even if you sell them and put them in your kid's bank account if you don't need the money, or use it to pay off your bills and talk about it. Because I'm sorry, being debt-free or getting debt-free is pretty damn cool. And I'm not completely debt-free, but I don't have that much. And my whole goal of this whole company and being around, Carrie, you're amazing. So amazing. Is to teach people how to do this and to help people and to be good to people. And maybe be that person I needed, because now I'm getting emotional, but I am so blessed to have the 2 people that are watching my video. Anyway, I'm so blessed to have you all in my life. And anybody else who sees this, sending out positive vibes to everyone, and on a different completely, and I'm not being paid for this, but totally need the Calm app. Oh my goodness, it's the best money I've ever spent. Yeah. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. And Teresa, keep looking up your books. It's my ex's book too. I'm totally going to sell the book. Totally sell the book. Okay. I love you guys. Bye now. See you. And the glass is kind of fun. See you. Oh, and I can't make it stop. Oh.